intolerable. The Queen strongly disagrees UK government using Philip to name a ship. The Queen has put the kibosh on plans to name Britain's new £200 million Brexit flagship, according to royal sources. Some campaigners and Tory MPs are already pushing for it to be named in honour of Prince Philip, who died last month, in recognition of his Royal Navy career, and the fact that he had a hand in designing Royal Yacht Britannia, to which the new ship is a successor. However, a dispute is apparently brewing, with Buckingham Palace seemingly not keen for the Duke's name to be used to advance Mr. Johnson's agenda. Specifically, one senior royal source told the Sunday Times the ship was regarded as too grand a symbol to be used by the monarchy in the modern age. They added, "It is not something we have asked for. The palace has not been involved in the commissioning process at any stage. Buckingham Palace has not been involved in the decision, but we respect it." The Queen did not support the naming proposal, the newspaper indicated. The remarks contradict those emanating from government in the wake of Mr. Johnson's announcement. One Whitehall source told the Sunday Express the vessel would probably be named HMS Duke of Edinburgh, given it will not be referred to as a yacht as Britannia was. They said the plan needs to be confirmed by the Queen, but the intention is to name it after the late Duke. The government intends to build the ship in the UK, at a reported cost of up to £200 million. Mr. Johnson said, "This new national flagship will be the first vessel of its kind in the world, reflecting the UK's burgeoning status as a great, independent maritime trading nation. Every aspect of the ship, from its build to the businesses it showcases on board, will represent and promote the best of British, a clear and powerful symbol of our commitment to be an active player on the world stage. The ship will host trade fairs, ministerial summits and diplomatic talks as the UK seeks to build links and boost exports following Brexit. It will be the first national flagship since Britannia, which was decommissioned in 1997. Since it was taken out of service, HMY Britannia has been berthed at Edinburgh and is used as a tourist attraction. Prince Philip died on April 9 at the age of 99. Speaking earlier this month, Tory MP Craig McKinley said, "A new national flagship proudly bearing the name of Prince Philip can be no better memorial to this much-loved and respected man. I am delighted that the years of effort to prove to ministers the value of such a vessel to our country's global brand is now on the brink of becoming reality. My latest joint letter signed by fellow MPs and peers may have helped get this project over the line. I am overjoyed." However, Sam Coates, Sky News deputy political editor, last month tweeted, "I'm told the PM hasn't asked the Queen if she'd like a new yacht. She is well aware of the optics, nor has he asked about using Prince Philip's name." Palace apparently very displeased with this suggestion in the papers. Calls to name a Royal Navy warship in honour of Prince Philip are intensifying as Britons pay their respects ahead of his funeral on Saturday. A petition to name a new military vessel after the late Duke of Edinburgh has rapidly gathered more than 12,000 signatures. Tory MP James Gray suggested that one of the escort ships for the new Queen Elizabeth aircraft carrier could be named after the Duke. "It would be nice to have the escort ship named after the Duke of Edinburgh, quite fitting," Mr. Gray said. It comes amid growing calls for Boris Johnson to consider sanctioning a successor to the Royal Yacht Britannia as a memorial to the Duke of Edinburgh. Politicians and business leaders have called for the construction of the vessel to serve as a sister ship to aircraft carriers HMS Queen Elizabeth and HMS Prince of Wales. Mr. Gray today added his voice to those calls. He said, "I remain of the view that they were very upset by the loss of the Royal Yacht Britannia, and there is a very real role for Britain plc having a handsome vessel. They would call it the Royal Yacht to give it the status, but it would be a symbol of post-Brexit Britain." The Royal Navy's new Type 26 frigates are due to come into service soon and will replace 8 Type 23 frigates. They will be tasked with warfighting, maritime security and international engagement on the world stage. Type 26 is the first naval platform shared between Australia, Canada and the United Kingdom since the Tribal-class destroyer, a class of destroyers built for the Royal Navy, Royal Canadian Navy and Royal Australian Navy that saw service during World War II. Primarily, they are set to protect the nation's strategic deterrents and ensure the safety of the new Queen Elizabeth-class aircraft carriers from submarines. If a ship is named after Prince Philip, it wouldn't be the first to bear the name Duke of Edinburgh. The HMS Duke of Edinburgh was the lead ship of the Duke of Edinburgh-class armoured cruisers built in the early 1900s. One of two ships, she was stationed in the Mediterranean when the First World War broke out, and went on to fight in the Battle of Jutland in May 1916. The ship was the only vessel of the squadron to survive the battle, and was transferred to the Atlantic Ocean for convoy escorts in 1917, before being sold for scrap in 1920. A new royal yacht could also be considered to carry the Duke of Edinburgh name. The former royal yacht, HMY Britannia, was the much-loved vessel of the royal family which was in service from 1954 to 1997. It is now a visitor attraction in Edinburgh. A secret naval design for a £100 million replacement was drawn up by naval staff and approved by representatives of the royal family, but the Labour government refused to pay for it. Writing on the decision to decommission the vessel, Philip said in a 2003 that it signalled the end of an unbroken succession of royal yachts dating back to the reign of King Charles II.